Hi, how are you?
Very good. On yourself?
I'm great, thanks. Hi, how are you?
Hi, I'm fine, thank you.
What's your name?
I'm Anna Sarah.
How's that spelled?
ANNASARAH.
Hello, how are you?
I'm good, thanks. What's your name?
Laura.
How's that spelled?
Laura.
What's your name?
Shelly.
How's that spelled?
SHELLI.
What's your name?
My name is Joe.
How is that spelled?
Joe.
What's your name?
My name is Beth.
How's that spelled?
BETH.
What's your name?
My name is Sarah.
How's that spelled?
SARAH.
How old are you?
34.
How old are you?
I'm 49.
How old are you?
I'm 25.
How old are you?
20, but almost 21 pretty soon.
And how old are you?
I'm 33.
Where are you from?
I'm from Mongolia.
Where are you from?
Columbus, Ohio.
Where are you from?
San Francisco.
Where are you from?
I was born on the East Coast outside of Washington, D.C., but now I live in Santa Monica.
Where are you from?
I was born in Taiwan, grew up in Dallas, Texas, and now I'm here for college.
Are you a student?
No, I'm not.
What's your job?
I'm a deputy sheriff.
Cool. Are you a student?
Yes, I am.
Are you a student?
Yeah, junior, almost a senior.
Are you a student?
I'm not. I'm an actor.
Are you a student?
I'm a student and a teacher.
What's your teaching job?
Third grade. So I'm forever a student.
What's your job or occupation?
I'm a graphic designer.
What's your job or occupation?
I'm a chef.
What's your job?
My job is a computer engineer.
What's your job?
I work in technology at University of Southern California.
What is your favorite type of food?
Wow. I love all foods, so that's kind of tough to answer that one. Just everything. I eat everything.
What is your favorite food?
My favorite food is steak.
What is your favorite food?
Mexican food.
What is your favorite food?
Sushi.
What is your favorite food?
Pepperoni pizza.
What are your favorite hobbies or activities?
Well, I like to play tennis. You can see I just came from playing tennis. And I'm an artist, so I paint and I draw and I make things. And I like to just hang out at the beach.
What are your favorite hobbies or activities?
I like to play poker. I'm an avid poker player, and I also act and stuff like that.
So how often do you play poker?
Probably 2 to 3 nights a week. Yeah. Either with friends or sometimes a few of us go to the casino. That kind of thing.
What are your favorite hobbies or activities?
I like to read and walk on the beach.
What are your favorite hobbies or activities?
I like to play poker. I like watching movies. I like going to restaurants. And I love being out in nature.
What are your favorite hobbies? Favorite hobbies? Do I have hobbies? I have a lot of interests.
What's your favorite season?
I love the summer.
Why is that your favorite?
The summer's my favorite season because I love to go to the beach and just sit out in the sand for a couple of hours and walk in the ocean and feel the wind.
What's your favorite season?
I would have to say fall.
Why is it your favorite?
I love Halloween, and I just love how it transitions over from hot to cold.
What's your favorite season?
Summer.
Why is it your favorite?
The weather's good every day. It's warm. We can go to the beach and play sports outside.
Why do you like summer?
It's warm, it's sunny, and it's very laid back in Southern California.
So about your routine, do you wake up early?
Yes.
What time do you wake up?
7:30.
Do you wake up early?
Not as early as I should. I wake up around 7:15. Yeah.
Do you wake up early?
Oh, not unless I have to go to school. But like today I woke up at noon, so not usually.
Do you wake up early?
I wake up very early,
What time do you wake up?
4 a.m.
Do you usually take a shower in the morning or at night?
Always in the morning.
Do you usually take a shower in the morning or at night?
Usually in the morning.
Do you eat breakfast?
Oh, I love breakfast. That's my big meal.
Do you eat breakfast?
Not every day.
What do you usually eat for breakfast?
Well, this is kind of funny because I eat soup for breakfast, and my colleagues, of course, think I'm crazy because most people in America eat eggs and stuff or cereal, but I like soup.
Do you eat breakfast?
Sometimes if I can.
What do you usually eat for breakfast?
Usually for breakfast, toast and eggs, scrambled eggs.
Do you eat breakfast?
Always.
What do you usually eat for breakfast?
Right now, I'm having a tiny bit of cereal, one piece of turkey bacon, and a small amount of egg whites. That's my usual right about now.
Where do you usually eat lunch?
I eat lunch at my desk. I bring my lunch to work every day to save money, and I make a salad and I eat it at my desk.
So, what do you usually eat for lunch?
Brown rice, sauteed vegetables.
What do you usually eat for lunch?
Usually for lunch, maybe some fried rice or maybe a small salad, maybe some pasta.
Where do you usually eat lunch?
At school, usually, yeah.
What do you usually eat for lunch?
Pasta, rice, whatever they have. Sometimes leftover sushi.
Where do you eat lunch?
I don't know, wherever I am, I guess. I like to have lunch out with friends, but if not, I just whip up something at home.
What do you usually eat for lunch?
God, I don't know if there's a usual. I guess if there's anything I eat more than anything else, it would be just sort of like a sandwich with some chips and a small salad. But I wouldn't say that's usual. I would say 20% of the time I have that. 80% of the time I have just random other stuff.
When do you work?
When? What are my hours? I start at 9 and I finish at 6, 5 days a week.
What time do you get home?
I'm usually home by 7 o'clock.
Do you work?
Yes, I work at the admissions department of my school.
What time do you get home?
Sometimes 5, sometimes 10 p.m. I have night classes too, so it's tough.
What time do you get home?
From work, I usually get home about 8 o'clock in the evening.
Do you work?
I do. I'm an actor.
When do you work?
Whenever I can get work.
Okay.
So, I mean, I guess almost every day I'm doing something that relates to my work, whether I'm acting or trying to get acting work or, rehearsing.
What time do you get home?
I spend most of the day at home unless I have some sort of work thing. So it really depends. If I'm doing some big shoot, I'll usually get home late, like 8, 9, 10. If not, I spend most of the day at home and sort of pop out for dinner or take care of the dog or whatever.
What time do you usually go to bed?
Oh, I like to sleep, so I usually go to bed as early as possible, like 10 o'clock.
What time do you usually go to bed?
I went to bed at 4 last night, so pretty late. I'm a night owl.
What time do you usually go to bed?
Oh, around 11 p.m.
What time do you usually go to bed?
I usually go to bed about midnight.
What time do you usually go to bed?
Between 12 and 1.
Do you exercise or play any sports?
I try to exercise. I'm playing tennis again, and I like to walk on the beach, and I like to ride my bike, but I don't really play any team sports.
How often do you ride your bike?
Probably 3 times a week.
Do you exercise or play any sports?
I like to say I do, but I've been pretty busy lately, so sometimes. Summer usually, though, yes.
Okay, so what do you do?
Sports-wise, I run a lot. I ran track in high school, and that's as far as competitive sports goes.
So how often do you run?
I used to do it daily, but now it's hard to find the time. Haven't done it since probably June.
Do you exercise or play any sports?
I do exercise. I do yoga 3-4 times a week.
Do you exercise or play any sports?
I like to play basketball, and for exercise, I usually just go to the gym and run on the treadmill and lift weights.
Do you exercise or play any sports?
I exercise a few times a week. Yeah.
What do you do?
Either I lift weights or I go hiking with the dog or do Pilates. Yeah.
How often do you do Pilates?
Maybe once a week, once or twice a week.
Do you cook?
Not very often because I live alone, so cooking for one is not very interesting. So I usually make a salad or, I open a can of soup.
Do you cook?
I try to, but I mess up the kitchen sometimes, so I'm not so good at it, but I think it's the effort that counts.
How often do you cook?
Once or twice a week, the usual spaghetti, easy stuff.
Do you cook?
I love to cook
How often do you cook?
every day.
And what do you cook?
Sauteed vegetable, brown rice. That's my main dish. And of course, Mongolian dumplings. That's my favorite.
Do you cook?
Do I cook? Not well. Not often. I very rarely. Let's go with no.
How often do you watch TV?
Oh, not really often, but sometimes.
How often do you watch TV?
Every day.
Do you read books, magazines, or the newspaper?
I read the newspaper Thursday through Sunday. I get it delivered, and I read books all the time, and sometimes I read magazines.
How often do you read magazines?
Usually just like when I'm at the hairdresser or the doctor's office.
Do you read any books, magazines, or the newspaper?
I read online mainly. I read my news online, and magazines, not really. Don't have the time.
How often do you read?
If it's news-wise, every day. Books-wise, not in a while. Not at least not for pleasure.
Do you read any books or magazines or the newspaper?
I do read books. Yeah,
How often do you read books?
every day.
Do you read books or magazines or the newspaper?
I like to read books and sometimes magazines.
How often do you read magazines?
Magazines probably once a week.
Do you read books or magazines or the newspaper?
I don't read. I don't read the newspaper, magazines very rarely, and books I'm trying to read more of. There was a time where I hardly read any books at all.
How often do you read books?
Right now, my New Year's resolution was to read 3 books this year. So far, I have read almost 3. So I'm very happy.
What kind of food do you like?
Mexican food.
What kind of food do you like?
I like everything. I like burgers. I like pizza. I like sushi. I like Italian food. Everything. Yeah.
What kind of food do you like?
I like all kinds of food, so I don't have any one specific kind of food that I love. I do love meat, and I don't know, I love chicken, I love fish, I like vegetables, I love salads, I love all those things. I love eggs. So.
What kind of food do you like?
I would say pasta. Yes.
What kind of movies do you like? Do you like drama, comedy, action, sci-fi?
I like more of the action, but because I have a lot of kids, we tend to see more of the cartoons.
What kind of movies do you like?
Again, I love all sorts of movies. I used to be a film studies major, so I watched a lot of different kinds of movies. Now I watch a lot of children's movies because I have kids.
What kind of movies do you like?
I like movies in which it's centered on the characters and the dialogue, as opposed to sort of big fantastical stories or CGI or any of that. I like real simple stories about people.
Do you prefer comedy or drama, action?
Either comedy or drama. It's about the sort of people. You know what I mean? Whether it's funny or not isn't important to me as much as the sort of emotion of it.
What kind of movies do you like?
Drama, not action. Yeah.
What kind of movies do you like?
Well, I don't like action movies very much, and I'm not really into like chick flicks. I like movies that have a little more substance to them, more, I guess, sort of like dramas.
What kind of movies do you like?
I like sort of epic movies or movies that have a big message, that kind of thing.
What kind of music do you like?
Any kind, all type of music. Music is number one in my life. Yeah.
What kind of music do you like?
I listen to a lot of different kinds of music, but most of my favorite music is something that they call sort of alternative country, kind of like honky-tonk type music.
What kind of music do you like?
Alternative rock, sometimes jazz, classical music, that kind of thing. Anything but rap.
What kind of music do you like?
I like classic rock and roll. I like classical. I like a whole variety of music. So.
What kind of music do you like?
Rock.
What kind of music do you like?
I like Spanish music, like salsa and cumbia, stuff like that.
What about books? What kind of books do you like? Do you like fiction, nonfiction, biographies, novels?
I like history and, nonfiction probably, but I mean, I'm up for some sci-fi once in a while, science fiction.
What kind of books do you like? Do you like nonfiction, fiction, biographies?
I like pretty much spread out, but mostly just criminal types of books, I guess, maybe because of my job, but just kind of mysteries, stuff like that.
What kind of books do you like?
Books. I read a lot of children's literature. I really like Victorian children's literature. And lately I've been reading a lot of magazines because I just don't have the attention span that I used to have before. So a lot of magazines these days. Yeah.
What kind of books do you like?
Books that my friends recommend.
Do you have any brothers or sisters?
I do. I have 3 brothers, no sisters.
And are you the oldest or youngest or in the middle somewhere?
I'm in the middle somewhere. I'm second to the last.
Do you have any brothers or sisters?
I do.
How many brothers or sisters do you have?
I have 2 brothers and 2 sisters.
How old are they?
Let's see, 25, 22, 36, and 30.
And are you the oldest, youngest, or?
I'm the oldest.
Do you have any brothers or sisters?
I have one brother.
What's his name?
His name is Omid.
And how old is he?
He is 30.
What does he look like? Is he tall, short? Does he have dark hair?
Looks like me, but a little bit taller and more muscular.
And what kind of movies does your brother like?
A lot like the kind of that I like, actually. Yeah.
What kind of music does he like?
Hip hop.
Do you have a brother or sister?
I have one brother and one sister. I'm the youngest kid.
What does your sister look like?
My sister and I look a lot alike, and we sound a lot alike. So when we're together, people know we're sisters.
What's her name?
Her name's Sue.
And how old is she?
She's 5 years older than me, so that makes her 54. Yeah.
Great. And what's your brother's name?
His name is John.
How old is he?
He's 10 years older than me, so he's 59.
What does he look like?
He looks like, we all kind of look the same. I think I look a lot like my brother, so he looks like me, I look like him. Very tall, dark hair, kind of like athletic looking. Yeah.
What kind of music does your brother like?
I don't know. I don't know my brother very well, so I couldn't answer that question.
Or your sister?
My sister, I don't know what kind of music she listens to. We don't really talk about that kind of stuff. We talk more like about hair and clothes and
Do you have any cousins?
I have distant cousins, but I'm not close with them. I come from a very small family, and we're not very tight-knit.
Do you have a brother or sister?
I have one sister, older sister.
What kind of movies does your sister like?
Comedies. She likes comedies, especially satire, that kind of stuff.
Okay. What kind of music does your sister like?
She likes kind of club music.
What does your sister look like?
I've been told she's a female version of me, but I don't know.
Okay, so is she tall, short? Does she have black hair, brown hair?
She dyes her hair sometimes. She's about this tall, and How else do you describe a person, really?
Do you have any cousins?
Yeah, but they're all back in Taiwan, so I don't really keep in touch with them very well, sadly.
How many cousins do you have?
Wow, a lot. Maybe 10 to 20. I have a lot of nephews. I have like 9 nephews and nieces.
Do you have any kids?
I have 2 kids. I have an almost 11-year-old and a 7-year-old.
And what kind of things do your kids like?
They like to go to the playground. They like to play with friends.
So you have kids?
I do, yes.
How many kids do you have?
I have 2 boys, 1 girl, and 1 on the way, so 4.
How old are your kids?
I got a 12-year-old, a 6-year-old, a 3-year-old, and like I said, 1 on the way.
Did you have a good weekend?
I had a good weekend last weekend. I did something that for the first time, I bought a brand new car.
Did you have a good weekend?
Yes, I did.
What did you do?
It was Labor Day weekend, so I went to the casino on Friday and then went to a few parties. And then my friend's birthday was Monday, so we actually hung around Beverly Hills and stuff.
So what did you do in Beverly Hills?
I caught up with them later. They went like, I guess star searching, something like that, and we met up at like Cheesecake Factory. That was nice.
Did you have a good weekend?
Oh, yes. We're on spring break now, so I'm particularly relaxed. Yes.
What did you do?
Yesterday I went for a walk around the Silver Lake Reservoir, and I didn't have my kids because my kids' dad and I are split up. So they were with their dad, and so I went for a walk around the Silver Lake Reservoir. And what did I do? And then I came home and I did some writing for a project that I have to do. That was it. And then I picked up my kids.
Did you have a good weekend?
I did. I had a nice, actually 3-day weekend. So found out this weekend I'm having a boy. So,
what did you do this weekend?
Friday I found out I was going to have a boy. And then yesterday I did my taxes last minute. I did my taxes and we just went out with the kids. And today we went to church this morning and then we're here at the park.
Did you have a good weekend?
I did.
What did you do?
I went to Italian food at Columbo's in Eagle Rock, and then we went to the brewery art walk yesterday. Yeah.
Who did you go with?
My girlfriend over there, Denise.
Did you eat breakfast this morning?
I did. I had soup this morning.
Where did you eat?
I ate it at home in front of my television.
Okay, what time did you eat breakfast?
Probably 9 o'clock.
Did you eat breakfast this morning?
Yes, we had eggs, bacon, and toast.
What time did you eat breakfast?
11:30.
Did you have lunch this afternoon?
No.
Did you eat breakfast this morning? I did eat breakfast this morning. I had Thai food for breakfast. Leftovers.
Where did you eat breakfast?
I ate breakfast at my house.
What time did you eat?
I ate breakfast at 10:30 or so. I think it was around 10:30.
Did you have lunch this afternoon?
I did not really have lunch. I had such a late breakfast, and then I had a cafe frappe from McDonald's for lunch. Okay. So,
did you eat lunch this afternoon?
I did. We stopped by Burger King. Unhealthy Burger King, but it was good.
What time did you eat lunch?
It was about 2 o'clock.
Did you eat lunch this afternoon?
Yeah, but I can't really remember what I had for lunch actually. I ate at my place before I came here, so I don't know.
What time did you eat?
Probably around noon.
Were you born in the United States?
Yes.
When were you born?
What year? 1961.
And where were your parents born?
My parents were born in Pennsylvania, both of them.
Where were your grandparents born?
My grandparents, well, I didn't know my grandparents on my father's side, and I didn't know my grandpa because he died when I was a baby. But my grandmother, I was born in Pennsylvania also.
What did your grandparents do for a living?
My grandmother didn't do anything for a living. That was sort of before the era when women worked, and I don't know what my grandpa did actually.
Were you born in the United States?
No, I was born in Taiwan.
And when were you born?
1990.
Where were your parents born?
Same place, Taiwan.
Where were your grandparents born?
On my dad's side, Taiwan. My mom's side, he came from China. Yeah.
So, what did your grandparents do for a living?
My mom's side, he was a soldier. My dad's side, he was a businessman. Mm-hmm.
Were you born in the United States?
I was born in Washington, D.C.
And where did you grow up?
I grew up in Washington, D.C.
When were you born?
I was born in 1967.
Where were your parents born?
My dad was born in Germany, and my mom was born in New York City.
And what did your parents do for a living?
My mom's an attorney, and my dad was a labor lobbyist.
Where were your grandparents born?
My grandparents were born in an area in between Russia and Poland. And both of them, I think one was born more toward Poland and one was born more toward Russia, or in Russia. And the others were born in a little town in Germany.
And what did your grandparents do for a living?
My grandma, one of them was a house cleaner and one was a dentist, both grandmas. And then my grandpa's, one was a professor and the other was he made valves. He worked in a factory.
Were you born in the United States?
Yes, I was.
And where were you born?
I was born here in Los Angeles, California.
Did you grow up here?
I did. I grew up in the city of Glendale.
And were your parents born here?
No, they were born in Colombia, South America.
Where were your grandparents born?
Same place, Colombia, South America.
And what did they do for a living?
My parents or grandparents?
Your parents.
My mom worked for the state of California till she retired, and my dad just did odd jobs.
What did your grandparents do for a living?
Honestly, I'm not sure what my grandfather did. I know my maternal grandmother was a school teacher, and then I'm not sure about my dad's side.
Were you born in the United States?
Yes.
Where were you born?
Riverside, California.
Where did you grow up?
Palm Springs, California.
When were you born?
1973.
Where were your parents born?
My mom was born in Panama and my dad was born here in Los Angeles area.
Where were your grandparents born?
One of my grandfathers was born in Jamaica and the other one was born, I believe, in Oklahoma, so United States.
What did your grandparents do for a living?
My grandfather worked in the Panama Canal for 30 years and then retired. And then my other grandfather here in the United States worked at Northrop Aircraft, a defense contractor.
Were you very different when you were younger compared to now?
Very different, yes.
How were you different?
When I was younger, I was quiet. I was the kid that was kind of quiet. I had friends, but I was not as outgoing, as now. So.
Were you very different when you were younger compared to now?
I think I was quieter when I was younger, but I can see how I'm the same now. Yeah, pretty enthusiastic, and I try a lot of different things, but I'm not too bad of a risk taker. So, yeah.
Were you very different when you were younger compared to now?
Pretty consistent through the ages.
Were you very different when you were younger compared to now?
Absolutely. More confident now. I did lack confidence when I was younger, especially teenage years, and but yeah, I grew more confidence, especially with the type of job I do.
Is your neighborhood convenient?
Yes, very convenient.
Is there a supermarket or bank or drugstore in your neighborhood?
All of those things, yes.
Is there a laundromat or post office?
Yes.
Is your neighborhood convenient?
I don't live around here. I live up in the valley, so not really. No, the 101 is a terrible, terrible existence of a highway.
Is there a supermarket, bank, drugstore in your neighborhood? What is there in your neighborhood?
My apartment complex, right downstairs is a 7-Eleven. Across the street, there's a supermarket, so that's very convenient.
Is there a post office or laundromat?
Post office, that's a drive away. Laundromat, I don't know.
Is your neighborhood convenient?
Yeah, my neighborhood's very convenient. I live in Eagle Rock on the edge of Highland Park.
What is there in your neighborhood?
There are a lot of houses in my neighborhood. Mostly it's residential, and then there are stores and restaurants and bars and different kinds of things.
Is your neighborhood convenient?
It is, yes.
What is there in your neighborhood?
There's stores down this, close by. There's gas stations, home improvement stores. Nothing like Target or any of that stuff. I do have to drive some ways to get to those. But just the necessary things to get me by every week.
Okay, so is there a supermarket, post office, laundromat, those types of places?
Yes, there is, yes.
Are there mostly houses or apartments or condos?
Where I live, there's mostly houses. And when you get to the busier streets, you do see more of the apartments.
Is your neighborhood convenient?
Oh yeah, it's convenient. There's a lot of things that are within walking distance. Post office, the store, the bank, the bus stop, the metro, all that.
And are there mostly houses or apartments or condos?
It's a mix of both.
Is your neighborhood convenient?
Yes, very. Yeah.
What is there in your neighborhood?
Just everything you can imagine. We live just a few blocks away from Ventura Boulevard, and there's just everything there.
So there's a supermarket, post office.
There's a mall. There's a post office. Everything.
Okay. And are there mostly houses or apartments or condos?
Mostly houses in our neighborhood, but the apartments are on the major streets nearby.
Are there many buses in your neighborhood?
Just on the major streets, which is a block away.
Is there enough parking?
Yeah, oh yeah, definitely.
Is there much noise in your neighborhood?
It's fairly quiet.
Is there much crime or graffiti?
Well, we've had some problems in the past, but the police have been very helpful, and we've cleaned it up pretty well.
Are there many buses in your neighborhood?
Yeah, there's a lot of bus routes in my neighborhood. Yes.
Is there much noise?
Not I would say an average amount of noise in the city, yeah.
Is there much traffic in your neighborhood?
Not too bad, no.
Is there much graffiti?
No, there isn't very much graffiti.
Is there enough parking in your neighborhood?
Yes, there is enough parking.
Are there many buses in your neighborhood?
I don't know. I don't take public transportation really.
Is there much noise in your neighborhood?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I live next to a fire station, so I wake up early sometimes against my own will.
Is there much traffic?
Locally, in the local streets, sometimes during the morning hours. Highways, we're the capital of traffic. 101 and 405 intersection.
Is there much graffiti?
In my neighborhood? Not really. I haven't seen any.
Is there much crime?
A few streets east is a city called Van Nuys. There's a little more crime there, but I haven't personally seen anything.
Is there enough parking in your neighborhood?
We have gated parking, so thank God there's a spot for me.
Are there many buses in your neighborhood?
The buses are not on my street, so I'm not particularly aware of them. But yeah, there are buses on the main street, which is York Boulevard and Eagle Rock Boulevard.
Is there enough parking in your neighborhood?
Mostly there is enough parking in my neighborhood, yeah.
Are there many buses in your neighborhood?
Yes, there are a lot of. I believe there's 3 different lines on the main street. So yes.
Is there enough parking?
Yes, parking is actually great.
And is there much traffic, crime, or graffiti?
Like I said, not too much crime. Very, very seldom I see graffiti. Once in a while, you do a little bit.
Is there much traffic in your neighborhood?
It's all right. It's not too bad, but yeah, it's doable.
Are there many buses in your neighborhood?
There are quite a few because it's really close to. We live close to Colorado, so all the metro buses run up and down Colorado.
Is there enough parking?
Where we live, yeah.
Is there much traffic in your neighborhood?
There's quite a bit of traffic because Colorado, like I said, is very close, and Colorado is a main street. So, yeah.
Is there much crime or graffiti?
There's a little bit of graffiti here and there, but I don't think that there's a whole lot of crime, you know.
What do you like about your neighborhood?
My neighborhood is still fairly affordable. I'm right now trying to buy a house in my neighborhood. And it's kind of quiet but there's lots. It's comfortable for the kids, and it's just a comfortable neighborhood.
Is there anything that you don't like about your neighborhood?
There's a little bit of gang activity in parts of my neighborhood, which is a little scary, but generally it's fairly safe.
What do you like about your neighborhood?
I like that it's quiet. I like that it's up by the mountains. The neighbors are very nice people. It's pretty much I've lived there for about 3.5 years, and I don't know of any crimes that ever happened there. So I'm pretty pleased.
Is there anything that you don't like about your neighborhood?
That I don't like about my neighborhood. I guess, like I said, there's no, Target or the more convenience stores like that. But other than that, no, I'm happy.
What do you like about your neighborhood?
I like that that everything's really close by and it's relatively safe compared to other parts of the city. There's not a lot of problems there.
Is there anything you don't like about your neighborhood?
It's expensive to buy a house there, and I want to buy a house, so.
What do you like about your neighborhood?
It's quiet, the neighbors are very friendly. We know almost all the neighbors on our block, and we get along very well.
Is there anything you don't like about your neighborhood?
The cars, some people drive a bit too fast.
What do you usually wear to work?
I wear things similar to what I'm wearing now, except I wouldn't wear flip-flops. I would wear sturdier shoes. So, yeah, casual.
And what do you usually wear over the weekends?
What I'm wearing now.
So what are you wearing right now?
I'm wearing a kind of a t-shirt and a skirt that I just bought for $6.50 and flip-flops.
What do you usually wear to work?
I usually wear pretty much what I'm wearing right now, with the exception of shoes instead of sandals.
What do you usually wear over the weekends?
Pretty much what you see right now.
So what are you wearing right now?
Denim jeans, a cotton shirt, and sandals.
What do you usually wear to work?
Either uniform or just, well, now that I work in the back office, just, just pants, slacks and a shirt.
What do you usually wear over the weekend?
The same thing, just casual jeans and a t-shirt. Yeah.
And what are you wearing right now?
I am, and I'm sure you have everybody look down. I am wearing tennis shoes because I needed to be comfortable, and just pretty much slacks and a maternity shirt.
What do you usually wear to work?
We don't have a dress code, so I'll wear jeans and a button-down, a collared shirt, or, that's about it.
What do you usually wear over the weekend?
You're looking at it right here.
So what are you wearing right now?
A red shirt that says Panama on it, and then shorts and OP sandals, no shoes, and sunglasses.
Thanks so much for chatting with us.
Okay, see you guys. Bye.